Hello and welcome to our Healthcare FinTech webinar series. I'm Natalie Moore with Salucro, and today I'm thrilled to be joined by our panel of Salucro's revenue cycle leaders as they discuss recent trends highlighting the need for digital communications. They're also going to introduce you to Salucro's digital statements and text-to-pay functionality. We are also providing you with our most recent ebook focused on how digital statements and text-based billing process can benefit your bottom line. This resource is designed to help you deliver personalized communications that improve patient financial experience. You can download it using the icon on the upper right-hand side of your screen. And our first guest today is Andy McDonald, our VP of Operations here at Salucro. And I'll hand it over to you, Andy, for a quick introduction.
Thank you, Natalie. Hello, everyone. My name is Andy McDonald, and as Natalie mentioned, I'm the VP of Operations at Salucro. I've spent the last 15 years in healthcare technology with a focus on the revenue cycle. My team and I at Salucro oversee implementing our solutions and supporting those who use our product.
Great. Thanks, Andy. We're also joined today by our newest Salucro team member, Alana Dunlap. She's our VP of Account Management. Welcome, Alana.
Thank you, Natalie. Hi, everyone. Alana Dunlap here, VP of Account Management here at Salucro. I've been in the revenue cycle healthcare space for over 20 plus years. And prior to joining Salucro, I was a senior leader at one of the largest health systems in the Northeast. I'm excited to be here today and review how streamlining your patient billing process can lead to a better financial experience for your patients. Happy to be here.
Awesome. Thanks, Alana. Okay, Andy, I'm going to kick it over to you to get us started. Let me kick it to the next slide.
Thanks again, Natalie. This first slide summarizes a recent Salucro survey where patients shared details about the healthcare billing and payment experiences. We asked the question, what type of financial experience would keep you from returning to your medical provider? The bar chart that you see depicts key themes across the responses that we received and highlights where there's room for improvement for providers. A main takeaway from this survey when it comes to the overall billing experience, especially communicating balances due and confirming payments, is it's important to invest in simple, accurate, and flexible billing systems. Alana, I'll pass this over to you now to highlight some of the other potential problems our customers could be facing in 2023.
Sure, thanks, Andy. The main problems that we often see in the market always surround the billing experience and how providers communicate with their patients. Some key pain points include lack of integration of billing and statement solutions, non-comprehensive engagement channels with their patients, and multiple vendors and/or no EHR integration. Let's take a closer look at some of these points. Sending clear, easy to read, well-designed statements to patients on an established cycle not only increases the efficiency of receiving payments from those patients, but also effectively captures all self-pay revenue while improving the overall patient's financial experience. A flawed billing process can mean default on payments and/or no payments at all. While the traditional patient payment experience begins with receiving a statement in the mail, patients prefer to pay their bills using online payment portals now more than ever. Having different payment options available for patients allows providers to accommodate their patients' preferences and provides additional opportunities to engage and communicate with them more effectively. We are also starting to see more and more patients beginning to favor other payment options, like the ability to text to pay, where patients can make an instant payment directly from their smartphones. This is a fast, convenient, and safe method for patients on the go or those who may not use a computer often or even have one. This method is becoming very popular since almost anything can be done from your smartphone today. Andy, I'll hand it over to you for the last point.
Yeah, so the last point is that consumer loyalty is driven by the quality of the patient financial experience. So it's the job of your integrated payments partner to ensure a frictionless payment acceptance experience for your patients. When using multiple vendors with varying degrees of integration, that can cause a lack of flexibility and a limited amount of payment and/or communication options. At Salucro, we offer patient financial engagement solutions that integrate with your EHR and allow you to communicate seamlessly with patients. Here are four main benefits these solutions offer. First, improving patient loyalty by providing the transparency patients are looking for. Second, meeting changing patient demands through flexibility of solutions. Third, reducing operational costs through integration. And fourth, accelerating the payment process by clearly communicating and staying in touch with your patients.
That's right, Andy. Patients' loyalty is paramount. A provider's billing process continues to play a material role on either strengthening or weakening their patients' loyalty. Patients expect to have a simple, accurate, and flexible financial experience. A wrong bill or erroneous charge can lead to dissatisfaction and result in a patient's turnover, as they lose trust in their providers. A negative patient's financial experience continues to be the top reason that a patient would consider even switching providers. In fact, according to our latest patient survey, 41% of patients said that they would consider switching a provider due to a poor or negative billing experience. Andy, do you have some highlights and points you want to share?
I do. Our patient survey also showed that 56% of respondents prefer digital billing communications like email or text, but 39% still prefer paper statements. So the most successful providers have methods of engaging with a diverse patient audience through their preferred channels. Successful providers can also shift quickly between methods as preferences change.
Now it's time to highlight some of the key features that are offered by Salukro with statement designs and preferences. I'm really excited to share this with everyone. Here's a good example of one of our Salukro statements that is designed where you can see that we offer the ability to brand your statements by using any of our 40 customizable data points. These statements make it easy to personalize and effectively communicate with your patients. Here are a few key features that I find really helpful. Salukro statements are designed to have a highly visible call-outs that help patients easily see their balance due and the current status of their bill. There are direct calls to action on how patients can actually pay their bill, where there are different types and payment options are clearly communicated and visible so that the patients have a choice they can make to pay their bill, whether it be by mail, over the phone, or online. Salukro also makes it really easy to custom brand your statements by using your logo, your color profiles, and any messaging that you want to add. Andy, anything to add?
Yeah, one more point, which brings us back to the integration component, is that this is where it's critical to have a partner to work with to build statements and ensure the proper data is being captured. With a well-executed and documented setup, your patients will receive clear, concise bills, and your revenue cycle teams will be well positioned to answer any questions that your patients may have. Moving on to the topic of reducing operational costs, studies show that 62% of healthcare providers' administrative costs are spent on billing and insurance-related activities. And hiring in-house staff to oversee billing is not always the most cost-effective solution for providers. Time spent processing payments, chasing unpaid invoices, it's frustrating for revenue cycle team members, and it keeps employees from addressing more urgent issues faced by consumers. Deploying an integrated billing and payments tool is the best practice to bring efficiency to team members, to meet patient needs, and to bring cash in the door faster. Alana, what do you have to say about that?
Absolutely, Andy. The cost and time that it takes for providers to actually collect money from their patients directly, it does impact their administrative costs. Continuous communication and outreach to patients is needed to collect cash in the door faster, but costs providers a lot of time, effort, and money. If patients had access to their information and it was clear, concise, and simple to understand, they would pay quicker and less effort would be needed from providers. However, confusion about their bill leads to frustration with their financial experience and or the lack of diverse options to their payments to pay their bill. Patients are less likely to pay. Increased customer service costs. So traditionally, when patients have questions about their bill, they prefer to speak to a live person for help. This requires providers to increase their staffing to accommodate those additional call volumes that they receive. Nowadays, staffing and bandwidth on existing teams is limited for all providers, not to mention the additional training and management that goes along the way with having to add more employees. Increased collection costs. Failure to collect from the patient in a timely manner does require providers to partner with collection agencies to help them assist them with their patient account volumes. Utilizing a third-party vendor to collect on aged balances results in a significant reduction of revenue from providers, as if when the patient does make a payment to the agency, and when the patient does make a payment to the agency. Increased mailing costs. With the cost of supplies and postage and handling fees at an all-time high, mailing patients a letter to collect anything on their outstanding balance is a significant cost for providers. Unpaid bills are often followed by reminders and dunning letters, which additionally increases the cost for providers.
Let's
talk about EHR integration. Andy?
Yeah, thanks, Alana. Let's talk about EHR integration and how it can accelerate the payment process. So now more than ever, it's imperative for providers to implement relevant, timely, and engaging communications for their patients. Providers should consider offering digital notifications and statements in addition to the printed statements that are already offered in order to prompt a faster response time. Recurring payment plans, new balance notifications also save time and money and help increase collections. So by using a solution like Salutgrow that integrates seamlessly with your EHR or practice management systems, you streamline communication while reducing manual entry.
With Salutgrow's advanced patient financial engagement solutions, healthcare providers now can engage patients via text message when there is a new balance or new statement notification. They also can send payment plan notifications and provide an easy-to-use text-to-pay method where patients can make a payment directly from their mobile phone. This on-demand engagement channel allows providers to drive increased self-pay collections through timely and actionable notifications that are sent directly to patients. Here's an example of how to manage your communication preferences in the patient's portal. It's easy to use and patients' preferences are automatically saved. According to Salutgrow's payment technology solutions, Salutgrow's payment technology solutions are designed with your patients in mind. According to our recent survey, 50% of patients would pay more quickly if their billing notification preferences were utilized. With Salutgrow, providers can notify patients when a new balance or new statement is available within their patient portal. Patients simply need to opt in to receive these new balance notifications directly via text message with a clear and simple link to pay their bill within the portal. Salutgrow's fully responsive and mobile-friendly patient portal. Andy, what do you think about the text notifications?
Yeah, I know for me personally, these messages serve as helpful reminders and bring additional transparency and convenience to the billing process. When I'm able to quickly open a link through a text message on my phone, I'm more apt to act immediately and make a quick payment. Working with a billing and payments partner that takes security and compliance seriously is of utmost importance. Salutgrow's commitment to compliance and privacy ensures every transaction and patient communication is made with strict security standards. As a part of Salutgrow's secure and compliant patient payment solution, text-to-pay functionality allows patients to make payments quickly without compromising on security. So Alana, thinking back to your days at the large provider, how would your teams have benefited from a solution like text-to-pay?
Well, Andy, we would have benefited greatly if we had a solution like this available, especially during the pandemic where I had a very short window of time to send my entire customer support team to work from home. And like many other healthcare providers who were also in the same predicament, our priority was getting our teams operable from home safely. But the other priority was ensuring that our patients' information was also safeguarded. There were major security and HIPAA concerns with having remote staff actually collect payments from patients over the phone that we had to consider. That's why this new functionality is great, and it could really change the game for our clients that have teams that collect patient payments still working remotely. With a provider-initiated text-to-pay option, providers can ensure that their patients' data is secure and make their patients feel comfortable making a payment over the phone without having to share their personal information. Now that we've implemented digital statements and text-to-pay solutions, how are we tracking our engagement, Andy?
So this is a look at our statements dashboard tool, which provides a quick summary of statistics about your statement activity, including how many statements are sent and received, the total amount billed, and any return mail that's been processed. Other dashboards can allow you to quickly see what your most common payment method is, where these payments are being made. And the data is designed to help you improve your collection efforts and keep a pulse on your progress. Alana and I have covered several reasons why it makes sense to migrate to a more patient-friendly billing solution. But let's quickly recap. Increasing your partnership with Salukro provides an opportunity to consolidate your vendor relationships. Patient-friendly billing solutions also allow you to capitalize on cost savings, increase your collections, and improve overall client satisfaction.
Implementing the Salukro patient billing solution is easy and well worth the effort. With our speed to market delivery, we partner with you to outline all your key milestones and deliverables, where the result will lead your organization to the next level of innovation in your patient financial journey.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, Alana, in terms of implementing these solutions, it begins with a require and gatherment session to make sure that the options that we have available are aligned with what your team is looking for. And once we capture what you're looking for, we'll configure the solution to meet your needs on our side. From there, we'll work with you to test, provide training for your teams, and set a go-live date to move forward with a live solution. To wrap up today's discussion, we wanted to highlight a checklist that we've created that's available in the ebook that Natalie mentioned at the beginning of the webinar. This quick checklist will help you and your teams identify areas where you may need to adapt and evolve to the latest patient communication preferences. The first thing to look at when evaluating a new solution is how easy is it for patients to change their communication preferences. A difficult opt-out process can cause frustration for the person receiving the message, regardless of the channel, and could trigger compliance issues if it goes unanswered.
Giving the patients control over when, how, and why they are receiving notifications from their provider allows the patient to have the flexibility that they need in order to pay their bill. Using different tools to keep them engaged provides an overall satisfying patient experience.
Next, let's talk about how frequent and consistent the communications are. Inconsistent messaging can cause confusion, missed payments, and other complications. Yet sending overly frequent messages can burden the recipient unnecessarily. The key to finding balance is to understand your patient audience and to adapt to their evolving preferences. Alana, can you share some more best practices here?
Absolutely, Andy. The first thing is to make sure your online portal is being optimized. If you're already using the Salukro patient portal, you know an optimized patient portal delivers concise and secure payment information, provides multiple payment options, and offers 24/7 live chat support. It should be easy to navigate and custom branded. Next, make sure that your messaging is personalized for each patient. People do not want to receive generic impersonal communications, especially when it comes to their healthcare. They want personalized, accurate, and detailed statements. Audit your existing statement solution periodically to identify any missing data elements or any personalized communications that would help your patients better understand their bill. And lastly, always make sure that you're providing your patients with the option to manage their preferred communication channels. By allowing the patients to choose how and when they receive communications, gives providers the confirmation that the patients are receiving their messages in a timely manner through the channel that they use the most, where they're most likely to take an action.
Great. Well, thanks, Alana and Andy. I just wanted to jump back in since we're getting to the end of our discussion today. And thank you both for sharing your experience and insights with us. I think today the overarching theme was there's no one-size-fits-all communication solution for patients. So it is really important for providers to invest in multiple engagement channels to ensure they successfully meet the needs of their patients' expectations. So our account management team is ready to help you today. Reach out to your dedicated Salukro account manager, or if you're new to Salukro, you can reach out to any one of us using support@salukro.com. Don't forget to download your ebook that goes along with our discussion today, including that checklist that we just reviewed, and have a great rest of your week. So thanks again, Andy. Thanks, Alana.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.